Hello, everybody. I'll wait for the notifications to go out and see how this works. To those of you who do come in, I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm sorry the quality isn't great, but this is the best I have to work with right now, so bear with me on this. I'm new to this whole live streaming thing. Excuse me. Still waiting for people to come in. I hope it sends out the notifications to everybody. Hello and welcome. Hey, Tony, how's it going, man? Thank you for joining me. Can you hear me okay? Everything sound okay? Everything look okay? Okay, good. Awesome. Well, this is the very first live stream that I've ever done, and I'm really excited about it. You can talk about anything you want. I mean, I know it says music talk, but it can be about rock, it can be about metalcore, it can be about anything. Bands that you want me to look up or listen to. It can be, like I said, anything you want it to be. Excuse me. Those of you who are just joining, welcome. Thank you for joining me. So what would you guys like to talk about first? Hey, Jonathan, how's it going? Thank you for checking this out. I appreciate that. Monica, how's it going? Welcome. I'm glad you guys got my notifications. I know sometimes it doesn't send out right away, so yeah, that Me Against You song by 3 Days Grace, definitely not their best work, to say the least. But yeah. So how's everybody doing tonight? Exact opposite, yeah. I agree. Won't be here for long. Playing the church. Oh, that's cool, Jonathan. No problem. I understand. Thank you guys for coming in. Again, I know I've said that like 17 times already, but really, I mean it. Thank you guys for showing up. I don't know how long this is going to go for. This is just really a test to see if I could actually do it. So what would you guys like to talk about? Any bands that you want me to check out? Any lyric breakdowns? You know, talk about what lyrics mean to you. You know, I'm open to any suggestion. Hey, Andrew. Top album of the month. Well, for me, it would have to, and I actually can't remember if this came out in March or February, but I'd have to go with Beautiful Death by Slave. I mean, I still can't get enough of that album. I listen to it constantly, and I mean, I really love it for a band that is so small and not really that recognizable to people yet. I was surprised to see that they actually have two albums. I think the one that came out in 2015 is called Routine Breathing. I've heard some songs off of that. It's pretty good, but I still think that Beautiful Death is 10 times better than that one. And what I find odd about Routine Breathing and the other album, I can't remember its name. It used to be on Spotify a couple of months ago, but now I can't seem to find it on Spotify no matter how hard I look. Firepower by Judas Priest. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that. I'm not the big Judas Priest fan, but I respect everything that they've done for the rock industry, metal industry, whatever you want to call them. I'm not good with subgenres, so don't crucify me if I get the genre wrong. Beautiful Death. Oh yeah, I agree, Monica. I agree. It's definitely one of my surprises of the year. Classic metal. Okay, I'll remember that, or I'll try to anyway. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a good song to break down the lyrics to. Zach D. Metalcore sigh. Well, hey, we all got to start somewhere, right? But thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm with you, Monica. I don't know a lot about Judas Priest either. I mean, I know, of course, I know Rob Halford, the lead singer. I know he's a legend in the business. And you got to respect that. Doesn't matter if you've heard of him or not, you know? Our Narrative of Hate by Screaming Beast. Huh. I've never heard of that album or that band. I'll definitely have to check that out. Definitely sounds interesting, Andrew. Thank you for bringing that up. Wow, Judas Priest has 18 albums. I didn't know that. I mean, I know their discography is pretty extensive, but 18, wow, that's incredible. So, who wants to suggest a song to break down the lyrics to? It can be anything. It can be Skillet, 3 Days Grace, Kill Switch Engage, anything you can think of. Yeah, Zach, I did figure out how to stream. What are my thoughts on the new Seven Dust track? I really like it. I haven't been the biggest Seven Dust fan. I mean, I'm just recently been getting into a lot of their stuff. My top two favorite albums by them, I will say, are Cold Day Memory and Blackout the Sun. And the only reason I'm saying that is because those are the only two albums that I've heard in full of theirs. So, yeah. Breakdown Shadows by Red. Oh, wow. That is a really, really good song. I haven't listened to that in a long time. But I guess my interpretation would be it's about someone who's going through a really rough time, and very consistent band. I've heard that, Jonathan. Written by Ben. Oh, yeah. I actually forgot about that. Seven Dust is great, yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way, Monica. I like a lot of their singles, and this newest one, "Dirty." I really like. I like the instrumentation, and I like the name of the album. I think it was it called "All I See Is War." Isn't that what the album's going to be called? More consistent than Nickelback. Yeah, I agree. I like Nickelback. Yes, I just admitted that on a live stream, and for everyone to see, all three or four of you that are in here. But I definitely agree, more consistent than Nickelback. And the thing about Nickelback is they can make music if they just tried. I mean, their last album, Feed the Machine, And is you want to talk about a surprise album of 2017? That album came out of nowhere for me, and I like a lot of the songs on that album. I like "Feed the Machine," yeah, it was really good. I like "Coin for the Ferryman," but I think hands down the best song on that album would have to be "The Betrayal Act 3," no question. What did I think of your last stream? I liked it. I liked it. It's buffering. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Hold on, maybe it'll clear up in a second. I hope so. Excuse me. Coin for the Ferryman. Yeah, that is a really good one, Jonathan. Yeah, no problem, Zach. Thoughts on Five Finger Death Punch and Justice for All? I'm not the biggest Five Finger Death Punch fan. I mostly only know their hits like Coming Down, Remember Everything. There's a couple more. I know Jekyll and Hyde, which isn't one of my favorites, if I'm being quite honest. Any interest in Justice for None? I gotta say, the album name intrigues me, but I don't think it's going to intrigue me enough to want to check it out. Headbanging with the mask on, I guess. I don't know what that's referring to, honestly, Zach. Jekyll and Hyde is cringe. Yeah, it's definitely not their best work. And Monica, you said the stream's getting better. I'm glad. I'm glad. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever done it, so I'm using my laptop, just in case you guys are wondering. Me Against You is Song of the Year. And, whatever floats your boat, I know you're just joking. Personally, never been a fan. Yeah, Zach, I haven't either. I mean, the music sounds pretty good, but there's something about Ivan Moody that just really, I don't know, it just kind of rubs me the wrong way. See, ARTV. Yeah, I've heard a lot of ARTV. I don't watch his reviews, honestly. I watch all of you guys, though. That should count for something, right? Seem like redneck metal. I've never heard that comparison, Zach. Got tired of the tough guy anthems. Yeah. They definitely have a lot of those. All right, Jonathan, I appreciate you coming in, man. I'll see you next time. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, breaking down Shadows by Red. I definitely think it's about internal struggle, how we all have these shadows in our life and just how difficult it is to break away from those shadows. And you feel like you just need something, anything, whether it's God, whether it's a friend, a mentor, to just really light a fire under you and just try to pick you up. I think that's what Shadows is about, because in the chorus where it says, I need you with me as I enter the shadows, to me that gives off the vision of, you're wanting to reach out to someone that you love, and you're just hoping that they understand enough to where they can help you through whatever you're going through. That's my interpretation. And a lot of my interpretations for songs like that are pretty much going to be the same. Passive depression, yeah. I feel you on that, Zach. I've dealt with depression in the past too. I still deal with it to this day sometimes. It can really take a hold of you if you're not careful. Shadows. Yeah, I hear you, Tony. I didn't know that Ben co-wrote the song either until like a year after Innocence and Instinct came out. Thank you, Andrew. I'm glad you like that interpretation. My opinion on loops and music. I got to be honest. King West the First. I don't really know what you mean by that. Could you elaborate a little more? Yeah, man. I know how you guys feel. Depression can just absolutely suck the life out of you, and it sucks when you feel like there's no hope. I definitely know. I definitely know how that feels when tracks repeat one melody beat over and over. Oh, okay. That that doesn't bother me as much as repeated lyrics does. I hate when a band can have this really amazing verse with the best lyrics known to man, and then all of a sudden the chorus will kick in, and they just repeat the one line over and over again for the chorus. That annoys me a little more than the same melody. I can take that. It's just repeated lyrics. I hate when bands repeat the same thing over and over again. That really gets under me, under my skin. Can't see Zach's messages. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, Tony. I feel for you. Well, me being a 26-year-old man who's never been in a relationship, I can't really say that I relate to that. And yes, I just admitted that on YouTube. I'm 26 years old, and I've never had a girlfriend. But that's not what this stream is about. I'm not going to bore you guys with my with my love life or lack thereof. But nah, it's cool. um, just in case you guys are wondering, for those of you, I know some of you are in the Rocking with Robbie group. Welcome again. And I said in one of the posts right before this stream that I wanted to bring something new to my channel that I've never done before. And I kind of got the idea from Patty S Music, another great YouTuber. I know you guys are all, some of you are familiar with him as well. It's basically, I'm going to call it the debate, where every couple of videos I'm going to be debating which band is better. For example, excuse me, I was going to put Breaking Benjamin up against Red for this first installment. So you got Breaking Benjamin on one side, and you've got Red on the other. And the debate is between you guys. Who do you guys think is the better band? It can be, it doesn't matter if you've never listened to the all of their discography. It doesn't matter how long you've been a fan of either band. It can be just your own personal opinion. You watch his video, SmackDown review. Yeah, that's what it was called. Yeah. Hey, it's okay, Tony. Feel free to share. You can share your feelings in here, man. Breaking Benjamin. Yeah. Red's a close second. Yeah. Red kind of fell off for me after Until We Have Faces. I know I mentioned this in the group. Said Red comparing Gone. Go with Breaking Benjamin. Yeah, Zach, I wholeheartedly agree with that. I mentioned in the Rocking with Robbie group that Red kind of fell off the wagon for me after Until We Have Faces came out, and I even said that, in my opinion, that was the last great Red album. And because after that, Release the Panic came out, and that was, I still think that that is Red's worst album. I just wasn't prepared for the production, and I wasn't prepared for the slight direction that it took. I mean, it still had its rock elements, but hey, Coda, thank you for joining, man. But I didn't really like the direction that Release the Panic went in. And in my opinion, of Beauty and Rage, as big of an improvement as it was for from Release the Panic, I don't find myself coming back to a Beauty and Rage as much as I would like to. I mean, I love songs like A Light 6. That's probably a lot more generous than what I would give it, Monica. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, of Beauty and Rage, it's a good album. Don't get me wrong, man. I love Darkest Part, Fight to Forget, Falling Sky, Gravity Lies. What You Keep Alive. Yeah, that's a good one too. Beauty and Rage is your favorite Red album. Well, that's cool, man. I love what Red did in A Beauty and Rage. I like how they not only went back to their classic hardcore sound that they're known for, I like how they incorporated a lot of orchestral elements like the violins and just the soft Beauty and Rage. Falling Sky. Yeah, Falling Sky is definitely a good hit. Honestly, I don't listen to Gone as much when I did when it first came out. Well, I got to be honest with you. I pre-ordered Gone, and I still haven't opened it. Uh, it is. I'll show you. It's right here. See, it is still in its case, not opened at all. I've tried to Gone. I really have, guys. I really have. To me, it sounds like a slightly better version of Release the Panic. And that's not really a compliment for me, from me. That's just me, guys. That's why I think that Red haven't really been the same since Until We Have Faces. Send yours, give it to your brother. Hey, I would, but I don't have any envelopes, so. Well, that's cool, Andrew. I'm glad you think the same way. And I know not everyone's going to agree with my assessment on Gone, but that's just how I feel about it. Red kind of fell off for me. It's like comparing Burger King and McDonald's. One is better, but not by much. Yeah, exactly. Well, since you brought that up, Zach, which do you think is better, Burger King or McDonald's? Personally, I like McDonald's better. A little fun fact about myself. Burger King. I like Burger King, but I've been eating McDonald's since I was a kid. Therefore, it will always hold a special place in my heart and my arteries. So, yeah. McDonald's. I like Burger King. I like the Whoppers. I I love their chicken nuggets. Damn, now I just made myself hungry. It's all your fault, Zach. I'm just kidding. Uh, we went from talking about music and red to Burger King and McDonald's. Live trip to McDonald's. Let's see. Steel Jam Fracture from the new album. Well, that's cool. That's cool, Tony. Oh, you worked at McDonald's, Coda. Let's see. Just in case you guys don't know, I work at Wendy's. Yeah, I hate it. Anyway, enough about fast food. See, Andrew, other than Ember, what is your most anticipated release that's been announced? Well, that's really tough to say. I don't really know a lot that's coming out this year, to be honest. Maybe you guys can clue me in. What are some of the big albums, rock, metalcore, whatever, that are supposed to be coming out this year? Knives. Oh yeah, Knives. That's Ryan Clark's side project, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I've heard of them. Oh, Killswitch Engage. Oh, that's cool. When does their new album come out? Knives is electronic. Well, everyone here knows how I feel about electronics and music. I like it. I just don't like, even Starset is the rare obsession. I can't talk to save my life. Um, Starset is the rare exception to this rule because Starset knows how to do electronics beautifully, in my opinion. But I don't like it when a rock band or a metalcore band or death metal, whatever you want to call it, I don't like when they incorporate a lot of electronics that are all over the place. You know, I don't know why. I've never liked that in rock music, and I still don't like it. So that's why I have a hard time accepting Red's new album, Gone, and Release the Panic. That's why those albums kind of fell flat for me. Oh, yeah, Coda, I did see your cover of Red Cold River. That was really cool, man. Favorite Linkin Park. Linkin Park. Oh, Linkin Park album. Okay. Um, this may be a little unpopular, but I'm gonna have to go with Minutes to Midnight, honestly, just because a lot of those songs really resonated with me, like What I've Done and uh, Hands Held High. I absolutely love that song. I love In Between. Uh, and in my opinion, I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but to me, one of the most underrated Linkin Park songs of all time is from Minutes to Midnight. I don't care what anyone says, and that's the song No More Sorrow. I I absolutely love that song. That's probably low key my second favorite song from that album. I mean, that intro and the drum beats to start off that song and just the way it builds up into this explosive, I can't even describe it, this masterpiece of a song in my opinion. It really it blows me away. It sends chills down my spine every time I listen to it. Leave out all the rest. In Pieces, yes. Those are all wonderful songs. Fan of Blackstone Cherry. No, I'm not, honestly. I do know that band. I have heard some of their stuff, but I don't know. I never really could get into them much. Yes, on No More Sorrow. Yeah, that's a great song. Meteor is your favorite? Yeah. Isn't speaking of Meteor, isn't today the 15th anniversary of that album coming out? Or was that yesterday? Little Things Give You Away. Yeah, that's another good one, Monica. It was today. Okay. Oh, Zach, no, I never did listen to it. I just got busy doing other things, and I'm gonna check it out later on tonight. What was it called? Our Faces Fall Apart, right? That's why you brought it up. Okay. Yeah. Wow. It's hard to believe it's been 15 years already since that album came out. Wow. Doesn't seem that doesn't seem like that long at all. That Demon Hunter song is meh. I'll keep that in, Monica. But anyway, getting back to the debate on Breaking Benjamin versus Red, other than the fact of personal opinion, I want to know more in depth on why you guys feel the way that you do about the band that you chose. Is it their style? Is it their lyrics? Is it their production? What is it that really draws you to Breaking Benjamin and or Red? I wasn't even five yet. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I mean, I don't know why you guys would know anyway. I haven't revealed what year I was born, but I just turned 26 at the end of January. So what does that tell you? Do I look like I'm 26? Okay. Can't stand super soft vocals. I get you, man. See. I'm really having a blast with this, by the way. I definitely look to live stream a lot more. Thank you guys for making this so much more than I ever thought it would be. Thank you. Red is more diverse, has more variety, slightly stronger lyrics, the use of orchestration, Mike's great range. I can see that, Monica, definitely. You think I look 19? Wow. I don't. No lie. At Wendy's one time, one of my coworkers actually thought I was 16. I'm not even joking about that. And I said, "Man, you're way off. I'm 26." He's like, "26? You look like you're a teenager." And I said, "Well, I appreciate that, but I'm not. I am an adult. I was born in 1992. I'm old." RHK Metalhead. Yeah, I have watched some of his stuff before. People always think you're younger. Yeah, I've gotten it both ways. I mean, some people think I'm younger. Some people think I look older than 26. I remember when I was turning around. I guess when I was turning around 20, people thought I was 30, and I don't understand how they made that assumption. I don't understand the connection behind that, but that's what it was. He thought you were 15, Zach. Wow. You're 21 and still get ID'd for R-rated movies. Yeah, I get. Sometimes I get ID'd when I have to buy my mom cigarettes. Yeah, I personally don't smoke, but my mom does, and I have to get her cigarettes, and they still ID me, even though I'm clearly of age to get it. Sounds like something that would happen to you. Yeah. But I take it with stride. I take it as a compliment, really. Um, I don't mind people saying I look younger or older than what I am. Kind of right in the middle. But yes, I am 26. Just clearing that up. I am a 26-year-old man. It gets annoying. Yeah, it does get annoying. I can see why. It definitely gets annoying. Depends on if you shave your beard. Yeah. Oh, trust me. I actually shave. I don't know if you can tell. My webcam on my laptop is really grainy, but I used to have a mustache. That weird, creepy looking mustache that guys have these days. I used to have that, and when I look clean, kind of clean shaven like I do, I look like I'm an infant. I really do. Except for the beard part. Yeah. Yeah, Monica, if you had a beard, that would be. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm glad you remember that, Zach. Beard, you look older than you are, Coda. I get it. The beard is weird. Are you talking about my beard or your beard? If you even have one, I don't know where this conversation is going. I really don't. But anyway, if we can get back to music for a second, are there any other anticipated releases that are coming out this year besides Breaking Benjamin, Seven Dust, and Killswitch Engage? Do I think there are some Breaking Benjamin fans that are quite insane? Uh, to my credit, I haven't really known any insane Breaking Benjamin fans. Not the ones that you've mentioned, Zach. At least most of the fans that I know are very humble, very respectful, and yeah, I haven't really had any problem with that fan base yet. Oh, Escape the Fate. Oh yeah, I forgot about them. I really like their new singles. Was I Am Human. I really like that one, and I like what is the other one? Is it Do You Love Me? I'm really impressed, and this is coming from a person who's not that big a fan of Escape the Fate, but I do think that I will give this album a chance. Let's see, Soilwork might be putting out a new album. Oh, okay, I've heard you mention that band so many times, Zach, and I'm sorry that I haven't really given them a proper chance yet. I definitely plan on doing that. Yeah, Monica, I'm still looking forward to Ember. I know that I have done nothing but crap on the singles. I know you guys have let me have it in the past about, well, not let me have it, but it's friendly discussion. Uh, if I could do it, I will, Zach. I promise. Just for you, I'll listen to Soilwork and I'll give you my honest impression. But when Red Cold River first came out, I liked it, but I didn't love it. Um, and I wish that I could better explain what it is about the first three singles that I didn't like. But I think that the only way for me to explain it is to show you guys. And I don't really feel like playing the songs on my laptop or my phone. But it was the way that 30 Seconds to Mars in April. Oh, that's cool. Um, no, Zach, you don't get a cookie. Only because I ate all the Oreos last week. So Godsmack in late April. I'm not a huge Godsmack fan, honestly. Um, and maybe next time, Zach, I'll be sure to stock up on any kind of cookie you would want. Um, but um, getting back to what I was saying about the Breaking Benjamin singles, the only thing that I didn't really like about the singles was the way Ben's voice was sounding in the choruses, especially on songs like Feed the Wolf and Blood. Now, don't get me wrong, all of these songs have grown on me immensely since then. And I can honestly say that I love all of the singles that have been released so far. Um, but the way Ben's vocals were in the choruses on I started to say Feed the Machine, on Feed the Wolf and Blood kind of confused me a little bit. And you guys have explained to me that it's the harmonizing with the other backup singers. And that's why it kind of sounds like an effect on his voice. I can't I can't explain it any better than that. And when I heard it, I just said to myself, I don't know if I like this or not. And that is literally the only thing that kept me from liking those singles in its entirety. So but I'm happy to say that my opinion on those songs have changed since then, like I said. But when Psycho came out, I loved that song right away because it reminded me of the Breaking Benjamin of old a little bit. It reminded me of something that could be um, on the album We're Not Alone in a way. It sounds like it almost kind of sounds like it could be at least a solid B track from We Are Not Alone, in my opinion. You liked every single better than every song on Dark Before Dawn. Wow. I I disagree with that. But hey, man, it's cool to have different opinions. You know, you're not always going to like the same thing. Change can make you skeptical. Yeah, and that's what it was. When I heard Ben sing those choruses, it threw me off, and I'm like, this doesn't sound like Breaking Benjamin to me. Musically, yes. Lyrically, yes. Chorus wise, no. What are my thoughts on the zombie cover by Bad Wolves? I actually haven't listened to it. I've heard that it's gotten a lot of great reviews, and rest in peace to the lead singer of the Cranberries. Um, I'll definitely have to give it a listen. Oh, and their album drops in May. That's cool. So when Cold Winter Sun single came out, yeah, yeah, I can see that. I didn't really like Outlive at all that much, and you would think that I would, considering that I'm more of a metalcore type fan. You know that's the genre that I'm into the most right now. But I actually didn't like the fact that this album, excuse me, I didn't like the fact that Outlive didn't have a lot of screaming in it. Outlive was more rock than metalcore. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. I think that's the point I'm trying to make too. I actually wish that it sounded more metalcore, you know, like Demon Hunter is known for, than how rock it ended up sounding. Self-titled is almost new metal. Oh, okay. Yeah, their debut album. For those of you who don't know, Zach D did a stream earlier, and we were talking about Demon Hunter, and I mentioned that um, from their album The Triptych onward, I've heard all of their songs on every single album. But as far as the first two albums, you know, they're self-titled and Summer of Darkness, I've only heard a couple of songs from each of those albums. And I mentioned that the only song that I had heard from their debut album was the song I Have Seen Where It Grows. And the only reason that I know about that song in particular is because, well, here's another interesting backstory about myself. I'm a wrestling fan. WWE, Ring of Honor, New Japan, whatever. Well, I went to a local wrestling, me and my best friend Tim, we used to go to a local wrestling down here in Alabama called GCW, which stands for Global Championship Wrestling. And the theme song for every show happened to be I Have Seen Where It Grows by Demon Hunter. And I didn't know that until after I looked it up one day. Because I kept saying to myself, I've heard this voice before. I've heard that voice sounds really familiar to me. And then when I finally looked it up and realized it was Demon Hunter, I said, wow, that's really cool. I wouldn't have expected Demon Hunter to be the theme for a wrestling show. So, Triptych is your favorite metalcore album of all time? Well, that's cool. Phobia plus Meteora equals Until We Have Faces. That's interesting. Outlive was your favorite album of 2017. Well, that's cool, Andrew. Uh, wow, they went from being an unknown for you into your top 5 bands. Wow, that's incredible. I mean, that's great, man. Have you checked out their album, The Triptych, and Storm Gates of Hell, and any of those albums? Those are my 2 personal favorites, by the way. Oh, and just in case you guys are wondering, I do have some posters in the back. I'm going to move aside. There's my Skillet poster. Yes, I'm a Skillet fanboy. Don't hate me. And this little poster right here. Yeah, that one. That is from a TV show called Chuck. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that show. It's a really funny show. And if you guys have a chance to check it out, it's not on Netflix anymore because Netflix sucks. And if you ever get a chance to check out some clips of Chuck, I highly recommend it. It's a great show. I got my best friend into it last year. Yeah, he really loved it. What was the recommendation? I assume you're talking about the Demon Hunter albums, Andrew. Netflix sucked. Well, to be fair, it only sucked because they took Chuck off. That's the only reason it sucked. I was in the middle of season 3, which ended up being my favorite season of that show, and they took it off before I was done, and I was forced to get this as a Christmas present last year. This is the complete series of the show Chuck, all 5 seasons. It's a really funny show. If you're into spy stuff, it's kind of sexy. I mean, hey, her, yeah. She is the one of the standouts on the show. But yeah. Um, but yeah, Andrew, if you're talking about what Demon Hunter albums I recommended, they were The Triptych and Storm the Gates of Hell. Those are my two personal favorites. I must have missed something. What do you mean? What do you mean by forced, Andrew? Did I miss something? Oh, when I was forced to get it. Well, yeah, I was forced to get it. Uh, I got it for Christmas. I mean, I didn't get it myself. I mean, it was bought for me for Christmas. I didn't buy it myself. So, yeah, but it's a great show. If you ever, um, there's plenty of clips of that show on YouTube. I mean, I could name off 3 or 4 clips off memory alone. That's how much I love that show. I feel like Storm the Gates of Hell was the only Demon Hunter that had bad ballads. I assume you mean songs like "Carry Me Down." Is that I don't remember any other ballads from that album, honestly. Oh, you didn't like Thorns? Wow, that's actually one of my favorites from that album. The Thorns would actually probably be my second favorite song on that album, honestly. Right behind. Uh, I really like the song "Fiction Kingdom." That would probably, as of right now, be my favorite from "Storm the Gates of Hell." You adore "Carry Me Down." Oh yeah, Monica, that's definitely one of my favorite Demon Hunter songs of all time. You liked it at first listen. Well, taste change. Um, you know, your music taste changes. You know, the piano version. I didn't know there was one. That's interesting. I'll definitely have to check that out too. You guys have given me a lot of recommendations so far. I appreciate it. Oh, and another poster I have, this little mini one right here. That's actually of Lacey Sturm from Flyleaf. It's her. Um, the poster came with her debut solo album, Life Screams. That's really cool. Wow, Andrew, that's great. You bought the entire discography of Demon Hunter after listening to them on Spotify. That's great. Piano version is really good. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out, guys. Huh. That's another thing I was unaware about. I didn't know Demon Hunter had a documentary that came out. That's How did I miss that? Wish there was more Flyleaf in the world. Yeah, I agree. 45 days. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Zach. I actually have heard of that. I haven't seen it. RHK hated it. Well, I'm not going to get into that. But to each his own, I guess. But yeah, I like Lacey Sturm. I mean, Flyleaf was never one of my favorite bands, but I loved a lot of their stuff, especially off of their second album, Memento Mori. and some from their debut album. I loved songs like "I'm So Sick" and "All Around Me," uh, "Cassie," "Sorrow." Um, but Memento Mori has songs like "This Close." Oh my God! If you are a Flyleaf fan and you haven't checked out "This Close," you need to go do that. That is, in my opinion, one of Flyleaf's best songs, and I dare anyone to tell me otherwise. Did I listen to the new Judas Priest album? No, I haven't. Not yet. Honestly, I don't really know if I'm going to be honest. I feel like going into a Judas Priest album that I don't really know. I mean, I haven't listened to any Judas Priest, despite how popular they are and how worldwide they are. So I feel like I would be, I don't know, Seeking. And oh, is that Cover Killer Nation? I've heard of him. Wow, I found someone else who knows the bands Throw the Fight and Three Pill Morning. I thought I was one of the only people who knew about them. I like the band Throw the Fight a little bit better. I think I just like a lot of their material. I can't really name any of their albums right off the top of my head, but Throw the Fight is definitely a great band to check out. As are Three Pill Morning. Yeah, Zach, I'd like a new Demon Hunter album too. I hope we get one in at least a couple years, maybe next year. Really like Three Pill Morning. Oh wow, that's awesome. You met the singer at a TFK show. That's awesome. I the only singers that I've met, well, not really singers. I have met and talked with the guitar players for the band Nine Lashes. Um, really awesome guys, awesome and humble. See, the band Nine Lashes is from my home state of Alabama, and they're just they're really awesome, down to earth guys. I've seen them live a couple of times. They put on an amazing show. Uh, it's really they're just so humble and so nice. I have nothing but good things to say about them, except that their last album, Ascend, was really bad. That's the only negative I have about Nine Lashes. So Ryan doesn't want another 3-year gap in between albums. Oh, yeah, the 3 years, 2 to 3 years, I know is the main stretch for album releases normally, except in rare instances, like Breaking Benjamin's hiatus and Disturbed's hiatus, um, causing them to delay everything. But yeah, I would love a new Demon Hunter album. I really would. It needs more screaming though. Red comes out with new music every year, technically. Yeah, I can kind of see that because it seems like I'm sorry, I get sidetracked. Favorite out of the big four? Uh, let's see. You guys are probably going to kill me, but who do you guys consider the big four? and I'll give my opinion based on those. Hello, Linda. You wanted me to say hi? There you go. Megadeth, Metallica, Slayer, Anthrax. I got to be honest, the only one of those bands that I've ever listened to is Metallica, so I'd have to go with Metallica. Yeah, Linda, that's fine. That's fine. Welcome. I'm missing out. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people tell me that about Megadeth. I think I've heard the most about Megadeth and Metallica more than the others. Welcome, MJ Nation. You're 19? That's cool, man. How old am I, Linda? I'm 26. You think I'm sexy? That's good. Thank you. I'm glad someone in this group thinks I am. Fix the connection. Well, there have been some problems with the connection, and I'm sorry about that. It's just the way I'm set up, I guess. Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. I definitely like them. I haven't listened. I haven't listened to them in a while, honestly, but I really love their album "Don't You Fake It." I mean that's as good as it gets in my opinion. I'm gonna love the video you're posting on April Fools. Well, now you got me interested. What kind of video is it gonna be, Zach? Oh, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus has a new album. Oh, that's awesome. I'll definitely have to check that out. They haven't released any singles yet, have they? Oh, two of them already? Wow. I, I don't know how I missed those. Well, what are the titles? Are they on Spotify? No, Zach, I haven't checked out Vigester yet. Pretty much any band, every band that you've told me to check out, I haven't yet. I'm just going to be honest. It's not that I don't want to check them out. It's just I get caught up doing other things, and I just you do believe that, right? It's not a lie. I promise. Okay, they are on Spotify, Andrew. That's good. I don't know who Cliff is. I'm guessing he's one of the members of Vigester. Oh, the drummer. Oh, that's cool. The Awakening and On Becoming Willing. Those are interesting names. Which single do you like better? Or which one do you think is better? On Becoming Willing? I'll definitely check those out. Well, guys, I think I'm going to uh, you do I like All That Remains? I've never been huge on them, honestly. I know everyone likes to talk about their album, The Fall of Ideals, but honestly, the time period that I was kind of sort of into them was the next album after that. The what was it called? Overcome, the album that had 2 weeks on it. Overrated, yeah. I think they're overrated too. Yeah, I was never big into them that much. Five Finger Death Punch is overrated. Uh, I would have to agree with that. MJ Nation. Their newest album is awful. Oh yeah, I've heard a lot of you guys talk bad about Madness, so I never really checked it out, and I don't think I'm going to based on what you guys have told me. Fan of I Prevail. I only like one song by them, and that's the song Stuck in Your Head. But then again, that's another band that I've never really given a fair chance. Better off listening to Saint Anger. That's another album I've heard gets a lot of crap. I'll definitely take your word for it. Well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up here in the next couple of minutes. So, any other questions you guys have for me? I'll stay on for another 5 minutes. So, any other suggestions before I go? I'm honestly surprised I went this long. Don't tell me to come on. Any concerts I'm going to this year? Not, no, not yet anyway. Fire from the Gods. I have heard of them, honestly. Oh yeah, man, you should definitely try it out. Honestly, I was kind of insecure when I first started making YouTube videos again because I'm sure you guys have noticed this huge gap I have in my teeth. Um, and I'm a little insecure about that. I can't help that, obviously, but I always feel like I'm going to get made fun of for it. So, yeah. That's why I don't smile. That's why you see me kind of covering my mouth a little bit. I can't help the way I was born. And the only reason I have that is because, like, one of my teeth never came down all the way, so this gap never was able to close itself. So, yeah, it actually felt good to get that out, honestly. Oh, you have a gap as well, Coda? Yeah. I try to take it in stride just like Michael Strahan tries to do. He embraces his gap. Maybe I should too. Oh yeah, I can tell you are MJ Nation. I love people that are down to earth. Letters from the Fire. That's another band I've heard of too. I haven't heard a lot of their stuff, but I've heard of them. Oh yeah, I love Michael Strahan. He's one of my favorite football players, or he was one of my favorites. I know he's retired. Well, here's an interesting topic. Speaking of football, um, any football fans here? Besides you, Andrew, I know that you're a Vikings fan. What are my thoughts on corn? Never liked corn. Uh, I like I like head. Wait, that didn't sound right. I like Brian Head Welch. That's what I was trying to say. Ugh, sports. Not a big, not a big sports fan, Zach. Does it help with my confidence? Maybe a little bit. Well, I definitely like corn with my mashed potatoes. Yeah. uh, I would say it does. I haven't really gotten. I've gotten a few trolls on some of my YouTube videos, but I'm really surprised that no one has made fun of my gap in my teeth. That was my biggest concern going out here and making these videos. I said I just know someone's going to make a comment about how ugly my teeth are. So yeah, I definitely say this has given me a lot more confidence than before. You were pissed about the Eagles beating the Patriots. I wasn't at all. I can't stand the New England Patriots. So I always say anyone but New England. And just in case you guys are wondering, my team is the Baltimore Ravens. Just throwing that out there. Vikings will win it all next year. Hey, I wouldn't mind that at all. I was actually kind of rooting for them against the Eagles in the NFC Championship. And I so wanted the Jacksonville Jaguars to make it. Receding hairline. Yeah, maybe so. Okay, so it says message retracted. How did it get retracted? I didn't do anything. Jacksonville versus Minnesota would have been a great Super Bowl. Yeah. Oh yeah, it would have. And that's actually the outcome that I wanted to see. The way the Jacksonville Jaguars upset the Pittsburgh Steelers, that was. Oh, he retracted his own comment. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say I didn't delete it or anything. Now, if this were the old me, I would have been hurt by comments like that, about receding hairlines or just trolls in general. But I'm starting to get thicker skin, so I can take it. But you know, Wow, best stream you've ever been a part of. I can't tell you how much that means to me, man. I appreciate it. Thank you to all of you who joined me tonight. And I definitely plan on doing more of these in the future. Um, I think I'm going to end it here, guys. Like I said, thank you guys for checking me out. It was really fun. I definitely didn't expect to go an hour and 16 minutes. Um, who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll go longer next time. Uh, do I plan on streaming tomorrow? Probably not. Um, no, I think I'm going to try to space them out a little bit. Took you a while to find my stream. Yeah, I'm not that well known on YouTube yet. I only have 58 subscribers. But speaking of that, if you guys know anyone who would like this kind of content, please don't be scared to share it with them. Don't be scared to tell them about me. I don't mind at all. I would love to have this channel um, grow. You have more than I have more than you. Well, this isn't a popularity contest to me. I do this because I want to. You can have friends sub to me. Oh, yeah, man, that'd be great. Collaborate. Oh, yeah, that's an interesting idea. I'd be down for that. If only I figured out how to do collaborations. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, guys, it's been fun. I hope you guys have a great night or a great day, depending on wherever you are in the world. And I will definitely see you guys next time. So, collab with Cover Killer Nation. That'd be cool to see. Anyway, guys, I got to go now. It's been fun. And I hope you guys have a nice night. Take care.